And what's he president of?
Scholars Bowl.
Fair enough. He's your coach, right? In fact, speaking of Matt Hamilton, let's say hi to the alternate and coach for Seymour. That's Parker Williamson. And, of course, the pre-mentioned coach Matt Hamilton, who teaches criminal justice, or President Matt Hamilton, who teaches criminal justice at Seymour. Taking on a very good squad from Roane County High School. Let's say hi first to senior James Ashcraft. James, welcome back to the show. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a tuba and band, and I do tennis in first seed.
That's a lot of everything. How do you find time for it all? And Scholars Bowl, how do you budget your time?
I mean, the tennis is until spring, so it's
Okay.
a lot easier to do marching band in the fall, and then spring just do tennis.
All right, well, that's fair enough. And we also got with us junior Lucas Hines. Welcome back, Lucas. What about you?
Hi, I'm taking graduate level math classes at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville.
Well, how do you budget your time then? Because, I mean, it's hard. That's the biggest challenge, I think, academically, is to not procrastinate and
Definitely.
keep organized.
I'm a big procrastinator, but I try to work around that. Try to not procrastinate. But
Well, identifying the problem is the first step to fixing it, right? All right, team captain for Roane is Ethan O'Shell, who's a senior this year. Hi, Ethan. Tell us about yourself. You'll answer bonuses, of course, for the team, or defer. What have you been up to?
I like playing piano
Really?
and tennis.
Okay, what kind of stuff do you play?
Classical.
Really?
Yep.
All right, name a composer that you just, if you could play without looking at sheet music.
Joplin.
Scott Joplin, nice, very good. I thought you were going to say Chopin or some.
That was second.
Okay. Let's say hi to Maddox Scarborough, who's a junior this year. Maddox, welcome back. What about yourself?
I play trumpet in the marching band, and unlike James and Ethan, I play pickleball instead of tennis.
And tell us now why that is superior.
Oh, it's just way more fun, you know.
It uses like a plastic ball, is that right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a wiffle ball situation. Yeah.
The other guys are disputing you. James, this is, you going to debate over here with Maddox? No? Just the face, just the nose, just shaking the head. Okay. Let's say hi to the alternates and coach for Roane County, starting with Briley Carter and John Davis, Emerson Washam, Bailey Wright, and Coach Ellen Warman, who teaches Spanish 1, 2, and 3 and senior transition at Roane County High School. You all won your way here, players. You know how it works, with toss-ups worth 10, bonuses worth 20. Get your fingers on the buzzer for this second round game of Tennessee's Scholars Bowl 2025. Toss-up for all players in spelling. A long green squash is a zucchini. Spell, Savannah.
Zucchini
Is the right spelling for zucchini, and a spelling bonus for Seymour. 2 parts. Spell the 8-letter word beginning with E that describes someone who moves out of a country to live in a different country.
Defer to Savannah.
EMIGRANT.
Is right for emigrant. Now spell the word that is the opposite of emigrant that begins with I. This is first. Caitlin has to defer to you first.
Defer to Savannah.
Okay.
IMMIGRANT.
That's right. Both are right. 20 points on the bonus. Toss up in U.S. history. Whose pamphlet Common Sense was published in 17... Lucas.
Thomas Paine.
Yeah, and called for independence, and a history bonus for Roane. Which 4 vice presidents became president because of the assassination of their predecessors?
Teddy Roosevelt, Johnson, both Johnsons, Lyndon B. and Andrew, and then I don't know who came.
I just
Answer?
Defer to Maddox.
Andrew Johnson, Lyndon B. Johnson, and Teddy Roosevelt, and Garfield.
Well, this Garfield's vice president is who you missed, Chester A. Arthur. 15 points on the bonus. Toss up in biology. What is a naturally occurring protein molecule that speeds up chemical reactions in all plants? Ethan?
Enzyme.
Enzyme is right in animals, and a biology bonus for Roane. What is the only bird able to fly backwards?
Hummingbird.
Correct, and hummingbirds are only found on which 2 continents?
America,
North America.
and
Australia.
South America. Try South America.
North America and South America.
Those are both right for 20 points. Toss up in geometry. If an inscribed angle measures 54 degrees, what is the measure of its intercepted arc? Lucas?
108.
Is correct, and a geometry bonus now. Two angles are complementary with the degree measures of 7x and 8x. What is the measure of the larger angle?
Defer to Lucas.
48 degrees.
Is right, 20 points. Toss up in music. What famous country singer was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022 and jointly owns, Savannah,
Dolly Parton.
several attractions in Pigeon Forge and a music bonus for Seymour? Who was the final act at the Woodstock Music and Art Fair in 1969?
The Beatles.
That was Jimi Hendrix, but you can get points if you tell me in which Northwest U.S. city was Jimi Hendrix born.
Seattle.
Is right, 10 points on the bonus. Toss up in English. What avian item completes the idiom as light as a blank? Savannah?
Feather.
Is right, and an English bonus. What is the term for an object, event, person, or thing that is chronologically out of place in a piece of literature?
Defer to Savannah.
Anachronism. Anachronism.
Well, we say anachronism, but I know what you mean. That's right, 20 points. Toss up for all players in geography. What is the longest line of latitude on the Earth? Liliana?
Equator.
Is right. And a visual bonus, take a look at the screens. Which country is highlighted on the European map shown here?
Defer to Caleb.
Croatia.
Is right for 20. Toss up now in physics. What force moves particles of a rotating object away from the center of rotation? Savannah?
Centripetal force.
Not it, you can steal Roan. Maddox?
Inertia.
No, it's a centrifugal, not centripetal. No points on that. Toss up in literature. In Romeo and Juliet, what is Juliet's last name? Ethan?
Capulet.
Is it? Literature bonus for Roan. In 2024, a London newspaper columnist wrote her list of the best fantasy novels of all time and put The Silmarillion at number 3, which, as well as the books at number 1 and 2, were written by what author?
Tolkien.
That's correct for 20 points. Toss up now in foreign language. What is the Spanish word for street? That is calle. Toss up in mythology. What is the name of the Greek mythological god of music, poetry, and purity? That one is Apollo. Toss up in economics. What is a sum of money paid regularly by a company to its investors out of its profits? Lucas?
Dividend.
Is right, and an economics bonus. 2 parts. Which U.S. currency bill has a picture of the White House?
What was it, the 5?
It's 5.
The $5 bill?
No, it's the 20. Which U.S. currency bill has a picture of the Lincoln Memorial?
The 5. Oh,
No.
the 10. The $10 bill.
No, it's the 5 because it's got Abe Lincoln on the front and the memorial on the back. No points. Toss up in chemistry. What is the process of applying a coating of zinc to metals such as iron and steel to prevent rusting? Savannah?
Galvanization.
Is right for 10 and a chemistry bonus for Seymour. What is the chemical formula for nitric acid?
Defer to Savannah.
NO3.
Well,
Like
not-
HNO3.
I had to take your first answer there. It's HNO3, but you can still get points by telling me what is the oxidation state for nitrogen in nitric acid, HNO3.
Is it positive?
Defer to Savannah.
Is it +1?
It's positive 5, so no points on the bonus. Toss up now in math. What is 15 to the 0 power? Lucas?
1.
Is right, and a math visual. Take a look at the screens, please. If it takes Javier 45 minutes to travel 48 miles, what is his rate in miles per hour?
Defer to Lucas.
64 miles per hour.
Is right, 20 points. Toss up in sports. Former Vols quarterback T. Martin is currently the quarterback's coach for what NFL team? Caleb?
The Jaguars.
Not it. Chance to steal Roan. Lucas?
The Seahawks.
No, he's been with the Ravens for several seasons. No points on that. Toss up in vocabulary. What words did the letters SPF represent on a bottle of sunscreen, Ethan?
Sun protection factor.
Is right. A vocabulary bonus now. What 7-letter word beginning with I means to put something in place either physically or digitally so that it's ready to be used?
Install.
Right. And what 7-letter word beginning with I means to gradually establish an idea or feeling in someone's mind over time?
Instill.
Also right. 20 on the bonus. Toss up in government. What is the lowest federal court in the U.S. court system? Caitlin?
Circuit.
Not it. You can steal Roan. James?
County.
No, it's district court. No points on that. Toss up in health. What part of the body do podiatrists treat? Maddox?
The feet.
Yes, and a health bonus for Roan. Osteology is the study of the structure and function of what?
The face.
No, it's the bones or skeleton is osteology. No points. Toss up in history. What was the commonly used name of the epidemic of 1918 that killed more people than Maddox?
The Spanish flu.
Then World War I, and a history bonus for Roan. In September 2025, what country in Oceania will celebrate the 50th anniversary of it becoming a member of the British Commonwealth, independent of Australian rule?
New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
That one is Papua New Guinea. You can still get points, though, if you tell me what country controls Western New Guinea.
Western. Is that Indonesia?
Indonesia.
Is right, 10 points on the bonus. Toss up in religion. Which English king embraced the Protestant Reformation and made himself head, Savannah,
Henry VIII.
of the Church of England, and a religion bonus for Seymour? Which English brothers were ordained in the Anglican Church but became known as Methodists owing to their conspicuously pious ways, methodical approach to Bible study, and daily prayer?
Oh, wait. Wesley and Wesley?
I think that we'll see if the judges will take that. I don't know if we need their first names, but yeah, it is John and Charles Wesley is the right answer. Toss up in literature. Gregory Peck won an Academy Award for his portrayal of what character in the film adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird? Savannah?
Atticus Finch.
Correct, and a literature bonus now. Who is the tenant narrator at Thrushcross Grange in Wuthering Heights?
Defer to Liliana.
No answer.
Mr. Lockwood. Who is the narrator of Black Beauty?
Andrew Garfield.
That one is Black Beauty, is the horse is the narrator. Toss up for everyone in geography. Which Tennessee city is the 6th largest in population and is the geographical center of the state? Maddox?
Murfreesboro.
Is right. Geography bonus. Name 4 of the 5 U.S. states that border the Gulf of Mexico.
Just defer to me.
Defer to Maddox.
Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and Louisiana.
I can give you 15. I got to take your first 4 answers. So Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, not Georgia. So we got, I think, 15 on that. That's the end of the first half in an exciting second round game on Scholars Bowl between Seymour High School and Roane County High School. Which of these 2 teams will advance to the round of the Smart 16? Find out after the break on Tennessee's Scholars Bowl 2025.
The 41st season of Tennessee Scholars Bowl is a single elimination tournament featuring 60 high school academic teams. The championship team in this year's Scholars Bowl receives the Frank Miller Memorial Trophy. The scorekeeper, timekeeper, and judges for this year's Scholars Bowl are Kathy Waddell, Stephen Hensley, Jerry Daugherty, Chandler Vincent, Kathy Coley, Ernie Roberts, Rebecca Longmire. Thank you also to the East Tennessee PBS staff and volunteers who help make this educational program possible. To enter your high school in next year's Tennessee Scholars Bowl, or for more information on this year's tournament, please write to the address shown on your screen.
You're watching Tennessee Scholars Bowl. I'm Frank Murphy, back from halftime in this second round game, this threshold of 32 round game between Seymour High School and Roane County High School. It's not really that far apart, the 2 schools. Either one can win in our second half. Both teams are keeping the starting lineups in, so I'll get right back to play then with our toss-ups and bonuses. Players, fingers on the buzzer for Tennessee Scholars Bowl 2025. Toss-up for all players in geology. Which of the 3 main categories of rock is always formed from one of the 2 other types? Savannah?
Metamorphic.
Is right for 10. Geology is your bonus. Name 2 of the 3 hardest known naturally occurring substances.
Defer to Savannah.
Corundum and diamond.
All right, with moissanite being the 3rd, 20 points. Toss up in algebra. What is the value of 1.5 squared minus 1.7 squared? Savannah?
0.04.
Not it. You can steal Roane. Lucas?
0.11.
No, that's negative 0.64. Toss up for everyone in architecture. What is the stone at the top of an arch to hold stones in place called? Maddox
Keystone.
is right, and an architecture bonus. What type of civic buildings did Andrew Carnegie donate money to build in the 19th century?
Theaters.
Concert halls.
Concert halls.
Now, libraries. Toss that for everyone in English. What four-letter word beginning with T is the antonym of savage? Ethan?
Tame.
Yes, and an English bonus. What is the past simple for the verb freeze?
Froze.
And what is the past participle for the verb freeze?
Froze. Have froze.
Have froze.
Now, that one is frozen. 10 points. Toss up now in U.S. history. Which governor of the Southwest Territory created the original boundaries for Knox County and named Knoxville, Maddox,
William Blount.
after his superior Henry Knox, and a world history bonus for Roan? In 1539 to 1542, which Spanish explorer brought his group through southeast Tennessee?
DeSoto.
Soda.
DeSoto.
Right for 10. In 1682, who led an expedition that explored Tennessee along the Mississippi River?
Smith.
That was LaSalle. 10 points on the bonus. Toss up in science. What is the term for the temperature when a liquid changes to a solid? Lucas?
Freezing point?
Yes, and a visual bonus. Take a look at the screens. What scale, devised in 1935 by two American seismologists, is used for the quantitative measure of an event like the one shown here?
Richter scale.
Is right for 20 points. Toss up now in games. In which popular online game do players complete levels by swapping colored pieces of confections on a game board? Maddox?
Candy Crush.
Yeah, to make a match of 3 or more, and a games bonus for Roan. What fantasy action adventure Nintendo game's latest release is subtitled Echoes of Wisdom?
Legends of Zelda.
No. It's not.
Answer? It's The Legend of Zelda. Name the original creator of The Legend of Zelda, who also created Super Mario Brothers.
It's Nakioto.
No, it's Miyamoto, Shigeru Miyamoto. No points on the bonus. Toss up in foreign language. Chaucer's Canterbury Tales are written in what kind of English? Savannah?
Middle English.
Yes, and a foreign language bonus. What is the Spanish word for listen to us?
Defer to Savannah.
Escuchamos.
Well, it's escuchanos. Try this. What is the Latin term that is used in English to mean in exactly the same words?
Defer to Savannah.
Ad verbatim.
Yeah, I just needed verbatim. We'll take that. 10 points on the bonus. Toss up now in vocabulary. What 11-letter word beginning with P is a synonym of tenacity? Liliana
Persistence.
is right. A vocabulary bonus now. What 6-letter word beginning with L can be a verb or an adjective and means extremely generous or extravagant?
Luxury.
No, lavish is that. Toss up now in government. What U.S. president asked Americans to cut back on their use of grain in order to help starving Europeans on the first televised presidential address from the White House on October 5, 1947? Caleb?
Truman.
Yes, and a government bonus. What words do the letters SNAP represent in reference to nutritional benefits for children and families in need?
Defer to Savannah.
Supplemental nutritional assistance program.
Yeah, I think it's, yes, and which federal department oversees the SNAP program? Answer?
FDA.
That's the Department of Agriculture. 10 on the bonus. Toss up in biology. When one species moves to an unfamiliar location and takes over, what kind of species has it, Lucas?
Invasive.
Become, and a biology bonus now. What SEC university is known for developing fig varieties, including some that share names with the university's colors, purple and gold?
LSU.
Is right for 20 points. Toss up for all players in art. What is the term for a decorative stitching sewn on fabric while it is bound, Liliana?
Embroidery.
And a hoop is right, and a visual bonus for Seymour. Take a look at the screens. Located in Vienna, Austria, the monument shown here honors what composer of The Four Seasons?
Defer to Liliana.
Vivaldi.
Is right for 20 points. Toss up in foreign language. What is the Spanish word for January? Ethan.
Enero.
Yes, and a foreign language bonus. What is the German word for welcome?
Defer to Lucas.
Willkommen?
Yes, and what is the French word for welcome?
Bienvenue.
Defer to Maddox.
Bienvenue.
That's right, 20 points on the bonus. Toss up now in history. What is the name for the European Recovery Program proposed by President Truman's Secretary of State in 1947? Savannah?
The Monroe Pact.
Where the United States would provide economic assistance to restore the economic infrastructure of post-war Europe. A chance to steal Roan.
I know what it is.
Lucas?
The New Deal.
That's the Marshall Plan. No points on that. Toss up in astronomy. What is the name for the visible surfaces of the sun and stars? Maddox?
Corona.
Not it. You can steal Seymour. Can't look at each other during toss-ups, though, unfortunately. It's a photosphere. I can't take that. Toss up now in chemistry. What element's name was suggested by Lavoisier and derived from two Greek words meaning water producer? Lucas?
Hydrogen?
Yes, and a chemistry bonus. The Hermes project, or the Hermes project, could be operational in Oak Ridge as early as 2026. It will cool its nuclear reactor with molten fluoride salts consisting of fluoride and what two other elements with symbols that combine to spell FLIBE, F-L-I-B-E.
What is it? Just beryllium and fluorine?
I think so.
Fluorine and beryllium.
Fluorine. Beryllium.
And iodine.
Yeah, fluorine and beryllium.
Fluorine, beryllium.
Well, we already gave you fluoride. What I needed was lithium and beryllium, the Li and the Be, so 10 points for beryllium. Toss up in technology. What is the term for a small piece of code that is capable of replicating itself and spreading to other computers? Lucas?
A virus?
Yeah, and a technology bonus. Which programming language, first released in 1995, is still commonly used for developing mobile applications for Android devices?
It's like C++.
No, it's not. It's not. Hey, try it, though.
Defer to Maddox.
C++.
That's Java. No points there. Toss up in literature. Simile, metaphor, and personification are known as what? Liliana?
Figurative language.
Yeah, figures of speech we also would have taken. Literature is your bonus. Who wrote in the book Walden, "If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer"?
Andrew Garfield.
That is Henry David Thoreau. Toss up now for everyone in geography. What city was previously known as Peking? Savannah?
Beijing.
Yes, and a geography bonus for Seymour. What is the capital of North Korea?
Defer to me.
Defer to Caleb.
Pyongyang.
Correct for 10. What is the capital of South Korea?
Defer to Savannah.
Seoul.
Also right, 20 on the bonus. Toss up in health. Which body part is inflamed when someone has encephalitis? Savannah?
The head. The brain. No.
First, you take your first answer on that. Chance to steal Roan. Maddox?
The brain.
Is it? And a health bonus now. Which came first, the discovery of insulin or x-rays?
X-rays. X-rays.
And which came first, Novocaine or acetaminophen?
Novocaine.
Try Novocaine.
Novocaine.
Both of those are right for 20 points. Toss up now in math. Express 85% as a fraction in lowest terms. Lucas?
17/20ths?
Yes, and a math bonus. What is the axis of symmetry for this parabola equation? Y equals x squared minus 2x plus 4. Which I think we're out of time.
Defer to Lucas.
Oh, x equals 3.
Well, it's actually 1 if I read it right. So, not that you needed the points at this point. Taking on a very good squad from Seymour, who ran up quite a bit of points themselves in 2 great games on the show. We thank you so much for being here, Seymour Eagles. We've got multiple Seymour teams in the tournament this year, so we look forward to seeing your other players as well. And as far as your seniors go, thanks for playing, and underclassmen, we look forward to seeing you again next year. Congratulations, Roan. You'll move on now to the round of the Smart 16. We'll see you again on Scholars Bowl, and you can follow their progress and all of our team's progress by never missing an episode, setting your DVR, and binge watching past seasons online using the PBS app. My name is Frank Murphy. Thank you for watching Tennessee's Scholars Bowl 2025.